Welcome to the ripple effect of love for dads and families. I'm excited to be here with you today and to support you in episode 50 Progress over Perfection. Ooh, that can be quite a challenge for some people. And it's so easy to get caught up in perfection, especially if we are perfectionists. Okay, looking at this person here. For many years, perfection was the important thing, but sometimes just getting it done is more important than the perfection, isn't it? So today, we look at celebrating our wins. What wins do you have to celebrate this week? No matter how small or how big, because every single step counts. And that's the most important, being able to see our progress. Yes, things might improve with one person and with the other, they might not. And that's okay. Focus on the progress because when you focus on the progress, soak it into your heart, you are creating an environment for your brain. You're creating more dopamine in your brain. And when there's more dopamine in your brain wants to create that. This is one of the amazing ways that you can move forward. We've had two special guests this week. We were lucky to have Kevin come and talk to us about connecting, right? How do we connect with our loved ones? And some of you are going through some divorces or have been divorced for a while, and maybe the connection between one of the children and one of the parents is not as good. So he suggests the Uchi app, which you can do on your own, like in a free version of it, which is great because that allows you to try it out. And what's really cool is it's your inner circle that's in that group. It can be just you and your child. It can be you, your child, and your ex. And as you answer questions, you get more insight into each other. And that gets you to know each other on a different level. I know not everyone, some of you are trying to take devices away from your children, and that's okay. This may not be the best solution for you, but this may be. Take a peek and see, and go look at our episode 48 to see how that works. Yesterday in episode 49, we had the pleasure of having Byron Garcia. He has a master's in biomimicry. Have you heard of biomimicry? Well, it's worth checking it out in our episode 49. He also talked about something really cool that I didn't realize it was called forest bathing. So, forest bathing, I did some research. If you go on my YouTube, I put some links down in the chat. So, read the chat in my YouTube for episode 49. But it's all about using your five senses to connect to nature and to you. And today, what is it that you're celebrating? What have you been able to do? Have you been able to implement the ABCs of snap, tap, relax the shoulders, and zap onto the spiraling train? Have you been able to do that? Once, twice, maybe 100 times in the day? Some days we need it more than others. And it's important to be able to self regulate so that we are bringing forward the best version of ourselves instead of our hurts. Mm-hmm. And we talked about, embracing joy and playfulness. Have you been able to take a minute? Maybe you come home and you've got a toddler and you just cuddle, give them a hug for a minute instead of going straight to the next thing on the list. It's these little precious moments that add up. You don't need to be with your child 24/7 for them to have excellent memories. However, those moments that you spend with them, if they are quality moments and they are filled with love, are you not leaving a legacy of love? We are all busy. We all have a gazillion things on our schedule, or maybe not. And we are all dealing with hurts inside of us, traumas, so many different kinds of hurts. So it's super important that we give ourselves grace, that we breathe into our heart, and that we just notice, pay attention, try and go back throughout your week. Maybe your mind is not letting you know all the amazing things that you have done this week. But what if you pause right here, right now, and maybe you need to self-regulate just to keep that amygdala down, that survival mode, to kind of hack that out, and to just connect, breathe into your heart. Can you feel it beating? Can you feel your heartbeat? Can you feel your tension in your body? Are your toes all scrunched up? Are they nice and relaxed? Are your fingers tight? Are they just nice and relaxed? Are your shoulders up around your neck? Let it go. If they are, I highly recommend going around the ears to tap and to put that onto the hot air balloon and burn that up as it goes up into the atmosphere. And allow yourself the grace to self-regulate, to be here. Take a breath. Embrace the joy. What brought you most joy this week? What was it? Was it sitting down and having time to yourself? Was it, I don't know, somebody smiling to you at the grocery store? Was it spending time here and discovering more and more about what self-love is? I got up this morning and I wanted to share something that I was most proud of. And right now, oh yes, it's coming back. See, as I tap and self-regulate, I calm down the mind so that I can connect to the heart. I am so proud of myself for my emotional resilience. You know, we all have things that happen, chaos around us, and sometimes that chaos is inside of us. And it means that we need to pay close attention to what's happening in our bodies. As a certified EFT master practitioner, and I forgot to say my name, Christine Berna, but it's written at the bottom of the screen, so there you go. As a certified EFT master practitioner, what we learned the most was that our body talks to us, and each body part means something different. So, for example, if you're having issues with your ankles, an ankle moves, right? Like the wrists. Do you have enough flexibility in your life, or is your mind set and that's the way it needs to be, and that's the way it's going to be? Maybe this week you were able to have more flexibility. And sometimes we carry the weight of the world, responsibility. Men have been, it has been ingrained in men's brain to take care of financial responsibility, to take care of the shelter, the home, take care of this, take care of that, be the income breadwinner. And sometimes that makes it a bit challenging for our mindset, right? How do we hack that? Well, my answer is first, start by self regulating. You can also journal. You can write down what that belief is that's keeping you from just being the best version of yourself, and that's acting upon these old habits so that you can say, okay, this is the habit my parents had, my dad and his dad had, or my mom and her mom, and write it down, become aware of it, breathe in as you self regulate, and see where the pain shows up in your body. Or some doesn't have to be pain, it can be tension, it can be sadness in your heart, right? So, and let go onto the spiraling train or the hot air balloon, what you no longer need today. It's not serving you. So let's just take a nice deep breath in. Allow yourself to relax the shoulders, the spine as you hold the breath in, and then exhale. And breathe into your heart. I mean, our heart doesn't breathe in air. I get it. However, it's just an expression to fill your heart, fill up with love. What does that look? When was the last time you felt some self love or love from other ones? And just relax the shoulders and exhale. And know that you are loved and lovable no matter what. We all have different personalities. We all make choices. Our choices have consequences. Some are amazing consequences, and others, well, they're lessons that we need to learn from. So, what mini progress or big progress have you done this week? Soak that in, relax the shoulders, and exhale. Maybe you're ready to put your hands on your heart and show yourself grace for what it is. And if it's one baby step that you took today, congratulations, or this week, congratulations. Remember, we want to feed some dopamine to our brain so that it is looking for those opportunities where we can feel gratitude and where we can feel happiness and joy. And if we're in our head and our head is spinning out of control, how can we feel what's going on in our hearts? Can you feel your heart beating under your hand? How does that feel? Is your body relaxing as you do this? Pay attention. Be mindful of what it is that is bringing you this joy. Were you able to take time with your children to play a little bit? Or to share some stories from when you were young? It helps our children understand the differences from generation to generation and why things are different. And sometimes we evolve when we're raising two, three children, and what we did with the first one, what we did with the second one, usually better, and the third one is usually even better. So, and it's okay. And forgive yourself for how you did things and see what you can do better that would make a difference for you, your child, and with your spouse. It's very, very important to have that quality time where you can sit together and just breathe. Be in each other's company and breathe. And I invite you to go out where there is nature, whether it's just a tree in the park, green grass that you can bring a blanket, sit on, or really go in a forest and just breathe that in. Use your five senses. What does it taste like? What does it smell like? What does it sound like? What does it look like? And just really observe and notice. You would be surprised how doing this in nature can then be implemented into your daily lives. So, on that note, I am going to wish you an amazing weekend and thank you for being here this week. And one last thing, I am starting a private group and bringing that up in a few seconds for the ripple effect of love for dads and families. It's a 12-month program to feeling happier, stronger, having a stronger family. And what you'll get is tools to create confidence, boundaries, understanding, connection, uh, reduce your negative emotions, support group. And it starts on Monday, March 10th. So you've got 10 days to get organized. And if you decide that this is what you want to do, and you can join for the same price with your spouse, okay? And I have an early bird special, $200 off for the price. So look at the QR code, book your call now. And if it's full and you can't get in, then there's a smaller QR code to my website, ChristineBernat, BERNAT.com, where you can just connect with me there, send me an email. I'll get the email and I'll answer, and give me a few times that are available for you so that we can make this work for you. So, wishing you moments of joy, moments of happiness. And something that you might like to try with your spouse is at the end of the day or during the meal, you can say, "Oh, something that I really liked today was." What was that you really liked today? Or I liked it when you did this because it made me feel this way. This is really, really cool because sometimes we are totally surprised by what people will give us for answers. So take great care of yourself. Remember to self regulate if you're being triggered by anything so that you can stay present and in your joy so that people don't take you out of your joy or situations or events. So take care. See you soon.